guys, Melrae here. Welcome back to my channel. So, first things first. My hair will never be this neon again. This was an accident and I'm going to fix it in like half an hour when I'm done filming. So say goodbye to this fluorescent-ness hair. So today I'm doing a review, mini review / tutorial on the new Michel Basquiat collection. I don't know if I said that right. I'll find out in the comments, I guess. So this is a new-ish line from Urban Decay. It is new to me. I just got them, and so I thought I would play around with them for you guys. It is based off the artist Michel Basquiat. Again, pronunciation, my bad. And there are 2 eyeshadow palettes, a blush bronzer highlight palette, and 3 lipsticks and 3 eyeliners. So the one palette is this beautiful palette full of gorgeous bright shadows, a couple mattes, a couple of your basic shimmers, enough to make a full look out of if you like bright colors. If you like to stay in your box, then there's another palette for you. There is this one here, which is also based on the same artist's work, and it is all your neutrals with a nice pop of a yellowish gold tone here at the bottom. So this has mattes as well and some shimmers, and this shade right here, which is called Not For Sale, it is so pigmented and amazing. And the navy blue in the bright palette, this one over here, some of these don't swatch as much as I was hoping they would, but this one is like, the whole palette is worth it for that eyeshadow. So I don't know which one I'm going to use today. You probably know because it'll probably be in the title, but we'll find out. And then the blush palette I'm obsessed with because it has 2 very neutral, perfect blushes in it, and then it also has a bronzer and it has a highlighter. So this is perfect for traveling. They are very neutral tones. They are good for any skin tone. Bronzer is a little red based, so if you are fair, it might be trickier to wear, but it isn't unwearable per se. So just be aware of that if you're fair skinned. Now the eyeliners are so beautiful. There is a blue one, like an aquamarine blue, a bright neon green, and a brick red. This brick red is so interesting. When I first opened the package, I thought that it was going to be a lip liner because there is a similar lipstick in the collection, I think. Yes, there is. But it's an eyeliner, and I think this would be so pretty for a warm look in the waterline. So I might be doing that today. We'll see. And then for the lipsticks, there are 3 lipsticks in like the most amazing packaging. So there's the shade Epigram, which is a cream lipstick. And it's a beautiful matte shade, brick red. There is the shade Exhibition, which is a gorgeous, almost my hair color, but a little more pink. What is it? A Comfort Matte, which I love the Comfort Matte formulas by Urban Decay. And then last but not least, I love this color. I think I'm going to use this color today. I can't get the lid. It is a cream and it is called Abstract. What the heck? And it is a beautiful grayish brown tone. All mattes, no shimmers in there of the lipsticks. So let's just get started and I will talk about the products as I'm using them. So I'm going to start off with moisturizer. I'm using the YSL Top Secret Instant Moisture Glow. I'm going to try and use as much Urban Decay as I can. Not that this is sponsored or anything. I don't know why I did my eyebrows first because it's a real bitch to work around your eyebrows. So now I'm going to use the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Priming Spray. And now my favorite primer of the moment right now, which is the Urban Decay the Slick Primer, because I have large ass pores and I have an oily T-zone. So this is so good. And it smells like a spa. And now for foundation, I'm using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay in the shade 2.0. This is probably too dark for me, but I want to go darker today. So I'm going to run it down my neck and not show anyone my arms, pretty much. It's actually not too dark at all. It actually looks lighter on camera. It's pretty perfect, actually. So I'm using my Real Technique sponge, and I'm obsessed with this sponge. Like, it's better than the Beauty Blender. It's so good. So now for concealer, we're going to use the Naked Skin in the shade Light Warm. So now I'm going to set using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Compact in Translucent. Now we are going to prime the eyes using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Fix, I think. So now we are going to go in with the bronzer shade in the blush palette, and it is the shade Jawbone right here. Obviously, it's the bronzy colored one. We're going to just warm up our cheeks. So this is so smooth and really nicely pigmented. And now our forehead. And this brush that I'm using is a Simei 1.4. So for blush, we're going to use the shade X-Rated, which is the bright pink shade here. And the brush I'm using is the Morphe M509. So this is the same formulation as their longwear blushes, so you know that it's good. And they're not super pigmented, which is perfect for a blush because you don't want it like looking crazy on your face. You don't want a super pigmented blush as you would an eyeshadow. So now for highlighter, obviously we're going to use, drop my brush, the highlighter shade in the palette, which is called Now's the Time. So this is a gold highlight. We will see how it looks. Oh, it looks good. Nothing crazy. You can layer it up to get a more glowy effect if you wish, or you can just wear hardly any for a very soft, natural, diffused glow. I don't know why, but I'm like breaking out right here and here. Probably because I wear so much highlighter. And my skin's like, stop! We're not supposed to glow that much. So it's actually a lot more highlighted than it looks, or highlighted, a lot more shimmery and bright and pigmented than it looks like it's going to be in the pan. So keep that in mind when you see this at Sephora or wherever it's sold, because I have no idea where it's sold. So I didn't buy any of this. It was sent to me, but I wasn't told to use it or anything. But this blush palette, I would buy this in a heartbeat. So I'm going to go neutral. I'm going to use this palette here because I really want to use this in my waterline. So let's do it.
So first I'm going to grab the shade Enigma on a fluffy tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to use this as the transition shade. So I'm going to apply this upwards and outwards onto my crease. And then using the shade Levitation, which is a beautiful brick red brown, I'm going to use a slightly smaller tapered blending brush and apply this directly into the crease, blending into the transition shade. Next, I'm going to use BK, the beautiful navy shade, and I'm going to grab a smudgy blending / pencil brush and apply this into the outer corner of the eye and just kind of take some pressure away as I move it towards the center of the lid, because we are going to put a different color there. So we want them to blend together nicely. Next, using a Sucker Punch, we are going to use a smaller pencil brush and we are going to apply this just into the inner corner, kind of creating a halo effect, but not really because they're two different shades. So again, just remove pressure as you get into the center of the eye because we want it to be nice and gradual and blended. Next, using the shade Crown, which is a beautiful green-based gold, we are going to pack this on with a shader brush just onto the center of the lid and make sure that the three colors are all nicely blended together. So just keep packing that color on until it is the opacity that you desire. And I'm just taking a small blending brush and just blending all the shades together, making sure there's no hard lines and that it all looks really good. Now taking the beautiful, so creamy and amazing 24/7 pencil in that brick red shade. I forget the name, I said it at the beginning of the video and I'll list it below, but I'm just applying this to the waterline and the lash line, and then I'm going to blend it all out using the brush that came with the palette. So as you can see, this stuff blends so beautifully. It's seriously the best line of pencils ever. Now I'm just going to take that brick red eyeshadow shade and just blend that lower lash line out. Now I'm going to apply some liquid moon dust in the shade Chemtrail just to add a nice pop to the inner corner. Make sure you blend that out because it does come out a little thick. Next, I'm going to use Urban Decay's Razor Sharp Liner in the shade Perversion and do a nice wing, but I can't really show it because I'm left-handed, so my hand covers the viewfinder, so I kind of cut this off. Sorry about that. And then apply some false lashes, and that is it.
Okay, so eyes are done, and I really want to do a nude pink lip because the eyes are just so like ba-bam, and I don't want to take away from it. But I'm going to use the abstract color because it's the less in your face shade. This is the gray neutral tone. So let's just do it, okay? Actually kind of like it. Okay, good. Okay, I actually really like the lip color with this look. It looks bomb. If only I had more of a tan, it would look so much better. Okay guys, that is the finished look. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any requests, let me know in the comments and tell me like in the background what I should have on the wall. Should I have a mirror? Should I have pictures? I don't know. You tell me in the comments what you think I should do. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.